Many years ago, in the rural areas of Molatedi in the Northwest Province, I used to go to a school, in a middle school. At that time, I still remember very well how I was punished by our choir master. It was in the summer of that year. There was an upcoming musical competitions with the neighboring schools. We were in the class that was prepared for the choir competition. Tables were stacked high up at the back of that classroom. During the break of that day, many of other students were outside in their little groups, talking, singing. A few of us remained in the class. We played as kids, running around in the class. It happened that we tripped in the tables that were stacked high up at the back of the classroom, which resulted in the tables falling apart as we were running around the class as kids. The table on which the choir master's musical instrument was left happened to also fall apart, resulting in that musical instrument to fall apart and got broken. Few of the kids that I was playing around with in that particular classroom, they rushed to the choir master and they told him what happened. Everybody pointed the finger at me. I was called by the choir master to come and explain, and as I was explaining myself, with other kids still outside in that sunny day, and without hesitation, the choir master grabbed me with my feet, with my body held upside down, and he started swinging left, right, left, right, left, right. He stopped for a moment, and then he continued to swing again, left, right, left, right, with my tiny little body held upside down. The choir master stood still and stretched his hands high up again, with my head upside down. At the time, I could even hear a lot of other kids talking and chanting as well outside, with birds whistling as well. The choir master continued to swing left, right, and eventually he stood, stretched again his hands up, and without any notification or countdown, there he went and dropped my tiny little body on the ground. How I thought, why would the choir master punish me in that way? Perhaps he wanted me to see the world in a different way. I also wish that when he dropped me, at least he was dropping me in a swimming pool, which was never there in the school. Perhaps I could have managed to swim, but there I was, my little body on the ground, painful. And then I stood up, I collected myself, dusted myself off, embarrassed as I was, as other kids around the school were watching. I walked away with a huge embarrassment. That was the end of the story.